Welcome you guys to Ebony. Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Yes.
So now that you guys are back on the road, what did you most miss about hitting the stage together as a group?
I would say that it's really interesting after these which today we put out our first album 17 years ago.
Yeah, officially.
Okay. That even though we haven't been around each other as a collective, we still have what I would call a Wi-Fi. You know, that something that we established as kids that we're still able to tap into.
Yeah.
And we only had a month of rehearsal, and that's kind of incredible for an hour show and for people that haven't been around each other for this many years. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So, yeah, we in here.
I remember, Raz, you tweeted a couple years ago about potentially reuniting, and then we saw in Love and Hip Hop, Fizz kind of reintroduced the idea to the masses as well. What was the factor that kind of really solidified this reunion tour, this reunion period, and this tour, and you guys working together again?
The check. Nah. No, honestly, it was just timing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's schedules linked up, and was able to just come together as a unit and actually make it happen. You know, the universe has its ways.
Yeah, and
Facts.
those fans do too.
Yeah, the
Because they did
fans.
not give up. You know, they've been relentless, and that plays a big contributing part too.
Praise be to God.
What has been the fan reaction to the reunion so far?
It's been crazy. It's been incredible. It's so interesting because, you know, we literally grew up with our fans. So now when we hanging out at the B2K experience, you know, it's a VIP experience that we have after the show, it's different. You know, we're actually really co-mingling, and there's so many friends that haven't linked up in a long time that's linking up now just to come to the concert. So
Phenomenal.
I would say it's more than a reunion. You know, it's like a class reunion. You know what I mean? It's like an era of times.
It's deep.
You know what I mean?
It's like a few hours to just go back and be 15, 16,
Facts.
17.
Yep.
All the bills, the house.
It went away for
Go away for
about an
like 3-4
hour.
hours. Yeah. Come
Yeah,
to
3-4
Millennium.
hours.
Millennium, the tour show is about about 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Then you come to the experience for another hour and a half. You know
Yeah,
what
so
I mean?
that's good.
Yeah.
So a lot of tour reunions result in new music. Can fans look forward to any new B2K material?
That would be nice, God willing.
Yeah, I think right now, because we've been focusing on the tour, you know, we haven't really had time to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Literally. But you know, who knows what the future may hold? You know, because this is like our kids are watching this now, and this is so cool. Because I never thought when I was 14 and 15 that I would have a little mini version of me, and you know, my son is like, Dad, you going on tour, Dad?
Right.
I'm gonna come on stage with you, Dad. And I'm like, what? My son, you know, so this is, you know.
My daughter's the age when we came out.
All right.
That's
Right.
Me out, yeah. So
Right.
she fanned up like, you know, the other girls back in the day, but I'm like, hey, wait.
Hey,
Hold
wait.
on, that's your uncle.
All right. That's your uncle.
She like, me and my friends gonna be there. Why?
How would you guys say you have grown individually as performers and artists since the last tour?
We're all parents, us three. And as performers, you know, I would say like we're a lot more present on the stage today. You know, like when I was younger, I could speak for myself. It was kind of like a blur to me. Like it all happened really fast. But now I'm older and I have a child and I'm out there on the stage. I'm looking. I'm living in the moment. I'm like, wow.
Love
Like,
that.
I'm actually seeing the faces in the crowd this time. You know.
Wow, yeah.
I could be like, yo.
Right.
Her in the yellow shirt.
Yeah.
I see your
Yeah,
face,
yeah,
you know.
We gotta slow
And then
the
I
show
can
down.
remember it, like, oh, like yeah, at the meet and greets or at the B2K experience, I'll be like, oh yeah, I saw you sitting on the right side. They'll be like, really? It's like, yeah, I'm paying attention this time.
Yeah.
You know, being an artist, you know, the way our bodies are designed is an art, right? So you have to find a way like to like take care of it, like drinking water, per se. Right? Give you an example. I was living in China for 7 years, and you know, just being in that culture, I was able to learn so much, and I was able to grow. Especially I was doing performances, and I'm used to like performing with these guys, and like I have to learn like be the lead singer, make sure the mic is up, make sure you're really singing. It was a lot. So I commend him and I respect him so much for being able to hold down that leading spot. So just grew into my gifts basically.
How about you, Bud?
Individually, I have 3 children. My oldest is 14. My other one is 13, and then the last one is 9, about to be 10. That changed me a lot as a father. You know, my decisions had to be more calculated, and I had to understand what I brought into my life affected my child. So on that, no, I had to grow up. But what I will say is about performers, like I won't speak individually about myself, but what I will say is coming back with these guys and performing with them, everybody is showman. We have great stage presence, but what I can say is in the 15 years, I can see his growth as a professional entertainer now.
Right.
You're not just going through the moves. Like he was saying, I'm in the moment. I can see him handling on a whole nother level. I can see Raz understanding what's going on. You know what I mean? We running our show now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's deep.
I see it. Like we're veterans now as performers, as professional entertainers. It's not rough spots.
So how have the ladies been on tour so far?
Go ahead, Raz.
Ever since they've created this B2K experience, I like to call it AKA Club B2K. Right. We be on our grown. You really gotta come chill with us.
On tour, the ladies have been amazing, and they have been very polite and considerate and very loving, and I think that is so amazing because that's what we need from women. We need love and comfort. You feel me?
It's all woman in there, ain't it?
Yeah.
Man, it's beautiful.
all woman.
It's all woman in there.
I almost look like, really, I've barely seen very few dudes there.
There's so much love, and it's so amazing. I'm really grateful on all levels.
Yeah.